So jumping right in, I'm going to prime my face with this Milani Fruit Fetish. It says you can prime, set, and refresh. So we're going to prime and then set our face later. We're going to go in with this e.l.f. Poreless Putty. This is a brand new fresh one. I did use up a whole pot of this, so this is my second one. I do love this stuff. It does fill in my pores, which I'm always looking for because I do have larger pores on the sides of my nose and actually in between my brows for some reason. But we're just going to rub this in the T-zone. I don't usually put this all over my face, just usually in the T-zone. I did prep my face pretty well, so I don't feel like I need any other primer. So just rubbing that in all over the T-zone, and it's super smooth and silky. So I do love that about it, and it really doesn't have any kind of scent. So also a plus. So just finishing rubbing that in the skin. And while we're also talking about $10 and under, I got this sweater from Walmart for $9.99. It is super soft and I love it. And this foundation usually retails for $12, but it's on Walmart's website right now for $10.49. So 49 cents over, but it's the only one I had that was closest to $10. I do have a Wet n Wild one, which is $5. But I swear, you guys, every time I use that one, I break out. So I just can't bring myself to even use it for this video because I honestly don't love it. And I don't want to use products that I don't love. And this sponge also is a Real Technique sponge I got from Walmart. It's $4.99, so under $10. Just really quickly pouncing this in to the skin all over the face. And like I said, that foundation usually does run $12, $12.99 or something like that. But right now, and it has been for a while on Walmart.com for $10.49, and it's all shades. It's not a few shades. But actually, I'm loving this Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Concealer. Just dabbing that in with the same sponge we used to apply that foundation. We don't need to use anything different. And I like this CoverGirl concealer because even though it's matte, it's not drying matte, so it does not emphasize my lines. I do have fine lines under my eyes, and as you can see, it looks pretty smooth. Going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I think this retails for about $8, and also that putty primer by e.l.f. is $8. So everything I'm using today, besides that foundation, which went over 49 cents, is $10 and under. So just setting my concealer with that, and very lightly. I don't want to use too much powder on top of this foundation because this foundation kind of already turns into powder on its own. So no need to use too much powder, even though I am combo to oily skin. And then hopping in with this Milani Silk Matte Bronzer, which is one of my favorites, and this Real Techniques brush. This is my favorite brand new bronzing brush. I swear, you guys, it is so soft and it fits right in the hollows of your cheeks. I was using my Morphe G5 brush, but I am switching over to this Real Techniques brush because it applies the bronzer beautifully. And this brush is so soft and I absolutely love it. So going in with this little duo here, it's a blush and highlighter, and this is in the color Cantaloupe. So just going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones. I never put blush on the apples of my cheeks because it just makes your face look more rounder. I'm not into that kind of look. I do keep everything to the backs of my cheeks to get a lifted look. So going in with the highlight now, which is a little bit gold toned for my skin tone, but still very beautiful nevertheless, and it's very pigmented, so you can lightly do it and get a glow from within, or you can heavy hand it and shine all day. It's up to you. I do like a middle ground. I didn't want to glow in the dark, but I also didn't just want to glow from within. So just applying that, and as you can see right there, it is very pigmented and pretty to be $3. So a blush and a highlighter for $3 that's this good is really good. And just applying that to all the high points of my face, cheekbones, forehead, all that good stuff. Going in with this CoverGirl palette. This is also under $10. This is the Rose palette. Going in with that mauve color. So I think it's the second one I just showed. And just using this as a transition shade. And going in on both of the eyes. And this palette is very beautiful, but it does have some kickbacks, so just keep that in mind. Going in with that second mauve. Well, it's not the second shade, but it's the second mauve shade in this palette. So it's just a little bit deeper than the one we just used, but almost the same color, just darker. And focusing that kind of like right on the outside V. And I really zoomed in just so you could see we're really focusing that on the outer corner of the eye. And then blending as we go, like blending up. And of course, always windshield wiper motions. And then going to go in with that second to last color. It's the darkest color in the palette, which is a little weird because the last color is not the darkest. But nevertheless, it is beautiful. And we're also going to put that in the V of our eye, in the outer V. So we're just going to like blend back and forth so there's no harsh edges or any sharp lines. Every look I do, I just blend, blend, blend. You don't want anything to look like you just literally striped a line on your eye. So, and we did use those darker colors, so it did need to be blended. And then that same last color that I showed, the darkest color in the palette, we are just going to go under our bottom lash line with. And not too much, just very light-handedly, just trying to smoke it out. Not trying to make it look too dark underneath the eye. Just trying to match what we did on the top, of course. And like I said, there is a little bit of kickback, so I just had to like tap my brush off. But after you do that, there was no fallout or anything on my face, on my foundation, so it was totally fine. And then going in with the lightest shade and just highlighting my brow bone with that same brush. I just used the other side, flipped it over. And then going back in and then buffing what we just did, just to make sure that everything blends seamlessly. And then going in with that second shade. And of course, my fingers are the best tools for using any shimmer, glitter, anything like that. So just putting that all over the lid with my finger, of course. And I did have to blow my finger off just to get any of the little excess because, like I said, it has a little bit of kickback. But after you do that, there was no fallout, any shimmer, or anything like that on my face. My face was still matte, so it's not a real big deal and it doesn't bother me for the price point of the palette and how many shadows you get. And then lining my lips with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. Going in with this L'Oreal mascara and going to coat our lashes just really fast, 2 coats. I think this mascara is like $7.99 or $8.99. It can be more than that also, just depends where you get it from. Drugstores obviously are a little bit more. CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target are a little bit less expensive, so just wherever you get it at, you might pay less, but usually this mascara is under $10. Mine was definitely under $10. So, and then just cleaning up the eyelid because my eyelashes are naturally long. So there's no way that I can never not get any mascara on the back of my lid. I always do, and I always have to clean that up. And then going in with this Essence Shine, Shine, Shine. This is just a clear lip gloss. This lip gloss is better than high-end lip glosses. It's not sticky, and it's $2.99 at Ulta. And then we're just setting our face with that same setting spray, that Milani Fruit Fetish. And that's the dragon fruit one. Because you can set and prime your face with that. So we used it in the beginning and the end. And then just the finishing touch here, my favorite powder right now of life is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. And I just put this in the T-zone just to make sure, because I am combination too oily, that no oils are going to pop out through the day. And that also made my skin look super flawless and took any pores away. So there you have it, my look that I used. Everything was under $10, and I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.